I need to be in the studio right now working on some videos for a project with a friend, but I'm procrastinating. I have just dinner and I'm just chilling watching YouTube videos before starting to work. Hello, welcome to my ninth episode of this vlogs that I'm making. Today, the work at the office was making a lot of paperwork that has to be delivered from some negotiations between institutions and my bosses. I am going to work on some videos for a friend, some visuals for a playback video, are some covers, so you will be knowing about that project. Today, I was thinking about those fires that are happening in Canada, and I saw a video with Casey Neistat that showed New York City polluted by the smoke from those fires, and it kind of reminded me when I used to record some footage of my town with the blue skies, and it was beautiful, and then the factories and the cars and everything started to make the city polluted. And now Casey Neistat says that New York City is the most polluted city, but I don't know if it's the US or in the world. I don't know if it's in the world, but I can imagine that this is a big city, or well, not a big city, but with a lot of people, a lot of cars, and you add the smoke of the fire. He said that it feels like your throat and your lungs feel like after being on a party where people were smoking. I hated that feeling. Sometimes I got like colds after going to parties when I was studying, and it feels really bad. I don't smoke. I decided to not smoke because my grandfather died of cancer on the throat, on the larynx. He died young. He was like about 40 years old or something like that, almost my age. I didn't know my grandfather, but I know about him because of what my uncles and my other relatives that knew him tell about him. He was a great guy. And my other grandfather, the first one that cancer of the larynx was my grandfather by the side of my dad, and by the side of my mom, my grandfather died because of complications due to smoking. So I always avoided smoking, and I really hated venues, bars, and places where there's no ventilation, and you can smell all of the smoke or the cigarettes of the other people. That's like years ago. Right now there are more regulations about smoking on public places, but it used to be a nightmare. Right now, the governor of this town is making some regulations and asking the federal government to make pressure on the factories so they stop polluting. And I think that's a good thing for not just the local people, because it's a matter of all the humanity. The contamination moves around with the air, and the air is not in only one place. It affects all the humans in this planet and all the living species, and it's a concern for all of us. I also wanted to talk about punctuality because I have this coworker that arrives like half hour before every day, and she feels like sick because everybody else comes 5 minutes later or 5 minutes before the entrance, and she complains and complains and complains and complains. Okay, in your job you should be at time, but in other circumstances, if you have like a date or an appointment with somebody, I don't see, or I don't know how you what you think, that arriving 5 to 10 minutes later is not that bad, and the person that's waiting for you shouldn't be mad because you were supposed to be with them not just the 5 minutes. You were going to be like an hour or hour and a half or more than 5 minutes. So there needs to be more tolerance. I don't know if it's a cultural thing, and the issue of punctuality, as as it is like the thing of throwing toilet paper to the can or to the WC. Some people say that you should throw the paper to the WC, to the toilet, or and some other people say that it should be disposed on the can. There are points of view valid on both sides. One point of view is like the illnesses because of the feces rests on the can that go away if you flush the toilet paper on the toilet. But there are places like in Europe and some places in America and South America where the sewer is made of ceramic, not from plastic, and the tubes are small, and the paper makes clots of paper, and the water doesn't flow well, and it comes all back through the toilet, and it may flood your bathroom or your installations. Like a little pain. The old cities have more these problems than the newer ones. And what do you think? It is a cultural thing. Should it be disposed on the toilet or on the can? And I think this is all for today. I didn't hear any new song to recommend you or watching a movie because it's like work work days. I've been feeling a little bit weird because I'm changing my habits. This new thing of making videos at night because I make them after work. It's a new thing to me. It is something that I have wanted to make since 2018, and finally I'm doing it. I'm doing it with what I have at hand. That is gear that I have like buying from the since 90s. Um, these microphones I have since high school. The interface is new that I'm using to record the audio. The cell phone is new to me, but it's not anymore. I'm shooting on a Google Pixel 5a. I think it makes a good job. I stopped using DSLRs and computers to edit video because it's not that fast to deliver the content to YouTube. And I'm a one-man band. I shoot myself. I edit the videos and I upload it to YouTube. If I have like a cameraman and an editor, and it will be something else. I'm thinking of selling my gear to buy new stuff, but I don't know what cameras I'm going to keep and which cameras I'm going to sell. I need to make tests of quality and what cameras suit my needs, or maybe I just sell some lenses that I don't use. And well, that's all for today. I hope you're liking these videos, and I hope this audio is better. I am hearing it a little bit more clear because I put the microphone near my mouth, not as a room mic. And well, goodbye and see you on the next video.